1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Bean and Chisme Incorporated. The Bean and Chisme Show is recorded live for a streaming audience.
Super
We have
strange.
been through a time warp. And if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
new to this show, we started this web show 6 years ago,
Mhm.
because I keep saying it wrong, 6 years ago. And it was just two chismosas talking a bunch of shit about real life,
Yep.
turned into sketch comedy, then turned into stand-up comedy, then
Mhm.
turned into all kinds of other things.
An actual brand,
A brand, a
business,
community.
a community.
And really just having a voice for the Latinos to say the shit that they've always wanted to say, would never say out loud.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy you're back.
I know. It's so crazy. It's been like, what, 2 years? One, where does the time go? That's the one thing. I don't know where the time goes. It's
Dude,
just,
okay.
It's insane being back here.
This office is also, okay, so let me just.
A little bit of history. A little
Hold
bit
on.
of history of what's happening here. I know. I wish people knew.
I know.
I
And
wish
this
people
crazy
knew.
thing about this office, first of all, Nina is the daughter of the publisher of La Prensa San Antonio, which was the only bilingual newspaper in San Antonio for many years.
Yes, ma'am.
Very well known. Her dad was a legend, so was her mother. Staple people in the community, gave back a ton, and she's the little baby of them.
See.
She's the baby girl.
La muñeca, the
well,
mess.
when the paper shut down, this was the office
It
in
was.
which they ended that era of paper.
Yeah. And it was crazy though, because we were here, we had La Prensa here, Bean and Chisme had already started, and then Heartfire Media was
Which is
also
my other company.
officing out of here. So it was like this little trio.
Yeah.
And then COVID just took a massive crap on everything.
Dude.
Closed La Prensa in, what was that, 2018? Because Daddy died in 2017. We closed in 2018. And then it was just us operating here.
Yeah.
And we were set to have our biggest year in 2020.
We had started painting. Floors were redone in here, and then everything came to a stop. I had a mental breakdown.
It was, my mom had a stroke, remember?
Oh my God, I forgot
March
about that.
2nd, 2020. It was like right before the shutdown.
And I always feel like when you say back during COVID days, like everybody's like, it was such a blur that, and so much happened.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys know, we added cast members, and then everybody started doing their own thing. And Nina last year, and you can tell your story, like, kind of got back into the picture. So we've been through our journey, and we're so glad you guys are here. But we're really excited.
Yes. And big thanks to the San Antonio Express News for
Yes.
shouting out our journey.
Renee
to Mr. Rene Guzman.
Thank you for giving that love.
Super kind. But yeah, like Sam said, it's crazy because 2020 happened. And honestly, when Sam and I reflect back on that, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, but it's interesting because had COVID not happened, I don't think I would have been able to handle the things that were happening in my life at that time, because it was so busy, and then my mom got super sick. And so I remember being with my mom thinking, how would I be able to like have this time with her if I was doing what we were set to do for that year of 2020? It would have been insane. And then fast forward to 2021, my oldest son was diagnosed with cancer. And thank God we serve a wonderful, wonderful God. This universe is magnificent. He's been in remission for 2 years now.
Thank God.
And right at that time, too, Sam can tell you, 2021 was a hell of a year. When my son was diagnosed, being a Chisme was going through a lot. That's when we started really adding cast members. We had Joanna that came in and AJ, and it was wonderful. But that was a year that I learned I had capacity. Like I had true capacity as a person, as a human, and as a mom. I thought, oh, I could keep working.
A single mom.
And as my son like goes through chemo, I can keep working. And then you realize you can't, or at least I couldn't. When I was there with Elijah, I had to be present with him. Like that was all the capacity I had. And so I'm so thankful, because another thing that was happening was I had to learn that capacity. Poor Samantha can tell you, the amount of times that I like went full bitch Nina on poor Sam is pretty crazy, because as y'all know, again, we only have a certain amount that we can handle before we either turn into someone who we're not. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
I think I think Sam, we've worked together enough to where she knows I'm usually a happy person, pretty easy to work with. And the next thing you know, I was just like growling and biting and just.
It was weird. Like
it
was weird little things that, and I've gone through that myself, where little things that normally wouldn't make me go nuts. Like it was almost like the weirdest things were setting you off.
Yeah, it was so strange.
And then I knew, I was like, hey, like if you need to go, because this, what we do is entertainment.
Yes.
And we happen to fall into the comedy category. I didn't know that was going to happen either, by the way.
But it happened, yeah. Who knew we were funny?
I just talk a lot of shit, and so do you. Like, we're just two chismosos, say what's on our mind.
Yeah.
So I was like, if you need to just go and do what you got to do, girl, go, because either this thing's going to run or we're not going to run it. I'm going to shut it down, because at the end of the day, it's a business.
It is.
And if not, then it's a hobby. And if it's a hobby, I'm cool with that too. But we really wanted to take it there because that's where it was going.
Exactly.
Literally.
And that's where it was supposed to be. And so so crazy, right? So 2021, go through that with Elijah. He hits remission 2022 in spring. And then fall of 2022, my sweet mama, my favorite coffee gal passes away, which just set me on a whole new just path of life. Because you don't realize, right? I lost my mama, or lost my daddy.
You lost your dad first, and then you lost your mom in the middle of all this.
Yeah, amidst everything. And so when life finally started to settle, Sam and I, it's crazy. It was pretty much a year ago, almost to the date, or around this time. It was like spring 2023 that we started talking about, hey, what do we want to do together? But one thing that I knew is that there had to be like, I needed to apologize. And so I don't know how many of y'all, and Renee hit on this. We went to gyms, right?
On Fredericksburg.
On Fredericksburg and Babcock by Crossroads Mall, Wonderland of Americas, however y'all know it. And we had a heart to heart. I remember sitting there and just like completely just having this moment with Sam and letting her know that I'm sorry. Because that's another big thing too. I think that a lot of people don't apologize for, and it's not, even though I was going through something and my actions were maybe warranted, it still wasn't a kind thing to do. And I remember Sam telling me like, yeah, she was hurt. She didn't expect that from me. And so we had a heart to heart at gyms on Fredericksburg.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I swear, I think I've been broken up with at that gyms like 3
So in 1999, I went to, after prom, we went to go eat at gyms on Fredericksburg.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
Not on the Riverwalk? Like, not on a fancy restaurant?
We could only afford gyms. We sat at like the booth where like everyone could just huddle in.
That's so funny.
Special with my,
Aww.
But anyway, super happy to be back.
Aw, well, if you're just tuning in, you guys, thank you for joining us. And please share this live stream with somebody today. And thank you for being here. This is a return of our 4th season of being Chisme. We're here to talk a lot of shit. It started with us just kind of speaking our minds and breaking down those conventional norms of like what you think is a normal conversation, or like what you're allowed to say and what you're not allowed to say. Like, fuck it. Here we say everything. Because you know why? On the men's podcast, they talk about dick and ass and this and tits and all this other shit. So when 2 Latinas come together and speak our minds, please don't be afraid. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay because it's real. It's real life.
And speaking of things being okay, talking about capacity, why is it that Latinos don't want to talk about mental health?
No, hombre, because it doesn't exist.
Exactly. I'm totally fine, right? Just put Vicks on your head and you're okay. But seriously.
You're depressed? Go wash the dishes.
Go.
Go cut the grass.
It's because you're not busy enough.
Okay, depression, anxiety.
I know. And I think when I remember I used to watch, what's that show, One Day at a Time, the new one on Netflix. And they address mental health issues on there because you have this this mama, right? That's older. I como que mental depression, como que mental health.
Anxiety.
And then you have this person that's actively that needs medication, and it's okay, or needs therapy, and it's okay.
It's okay. No, well, here's the thing. Mexicans, Hispanics, whatever, we don't tell other people our problems because that's our own business and it stays within our own household. But by doing that, all you're doing is repeating cycles of abuse. So, perfect example, just to be vague, somebody's being abused in the household. Instead of somebody going and seeking help and talking to somebody about it, don't go say what happened to you, because what stays here, and then it just repeats, and then that person does it to their kids and so on, because they don't know how to fix a problem or reach out for help. And so I'm so glad we have a platform just like this to bring those kind of topics to our gente, to our raza, who just don't even know where to go for help. And honestly, what you're feeling is real.
Totally.
If you feel like shit today and you don't know why, it's because there could be something wrong. And a lot of us don't even know the trauma we've been through. I didn't know I had trauma until I went to therapy. And I was like, why do I feel ugly? And the therapist was like, because you went through this, and that. And I was like, but that's normal, because, when you get hit with a chancla when you're 2 and 3, that's normal. And she's like, no, it's not.
Right.
And I'm like, you don't come from my family. So anyway, it's a whole thing.
Sure. Or it's embarrassing for a lot of, it's embarrassing, right?
True.
Or we feel like something.
It's embarrassing.
Yes. Or we feel like something is wrong with us, where if you're sad, oftentimes it's okay that you're sad. It's okay to feel like shit. It's okay to not have those feelings. But talking to someone and finding someone is equally important. And thank God for this beautiful city of San Antonio. I know we have other people watching from other places, but right here in San Antonio, we have access to really good counseling, to really good help, to really good therapists here in town.
Yes. So we want to give a shout out to our amiga sponsor, Vanessa Montes from B-Boy Counseling. She is tonight's amiga sponsor. Thank you, Vanessa. If you want to find a therapist, this woman is obviously licensed counselor, but she specializes in trauma and men. She loves you guys, and of course, please make an appointment with her, and she can always lead you in the right direction, but she particularly likes working with women, Latinas, and so she's from San Antonio, Texas, and we're going to leave her link and information in the comments. Please feel free to reach out, and if not, send it to somebody you know. If you need therapy right now, hit that like button, hit the little hearts.
Yeah,
everybody. I truly believe everybody needs it.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody
There's no perfect person. Does that make sense? I'm the same way. I think
we've
everyone
been
needs
through
it.
something.
And I think another thing too, one thing that I love about Vanessa, and she has it, I think, on her website, she talks about small changes making radical changes. Like oftentimes people think that they need to do a lot to make a big difference or to feel different. And you really don't. Sometimes it's the small fine-tuning, making time for yourself in the morning, journaling. Oftentimes it's little things,
little behaviors,
it's small things. And I know this really has nothing to kind of do with this, but I remember a friend of mine that she gained an insane amount of weight, and she would go to the gym and she would just park outside, but she could never get herself to go in. She could never get herself to go in because she'd see other people walking in and they weren't as big as her. And finally, she read a blog that just said, give up one thing that you love. That's it, not everything. And so for her, it was sodas.
Oh, was barbacoa or Big Red?
Barbacoa is actually pretty healthy for you.
Well, that's true. It's the Big Red part.
Right. And so, but once she did that one thing, it wasn't like give up sodas, no carbs, no pasta, no this, no. Just no sodas. And that was she lost 20 pounds just doing that, which gave her the confidence to go in. And then another 260 pounds came off of her. So again, it's the small changes. And that's where Vanessa comes in, to help
she can guide you
with those small changes. And so you can schedule a session with her. And I believe too, and we're going to drop her link also in the comments so you guys can go in there and schedule an appointment.
Yeah. And honestly, you guys, when it comes to therapists, this is what I tell people: one size doesn't fit all.
No.
So please don't get discouraged. It's like dating. You got to go through 2 or 3 or 4 to find your person that you feel comfortable opening up with. And please don't feel like, oh, I had my first 30-minute intro session and I didn't. It takes time for that counselor therapist to get to know you. And you can't tell them your whole life in 30 minutes, bro.
No.
So
But
let's just
learn a lot.
be patient. Be patient. Try another one until you get that person. So don't give up hope. And again, thank you, Vanessa from B-Boy Counseling.
Right.
Reach out to her. Oh, but you know
one last thing. Both of us. I was just gonna say, for those of you watching, she does take insurance. So Aetna, Blue Cross Blue
Seguranza.
Shield. So if you have insurance and you're thinking, oh my gosh, but counseling therapy costs money, she does take insurance. So again, you get your free intro session with her. I think it's a 15-30-minute intro session with her. Yeah, go book below. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask you. We didn't even get to this point in your intro. What made you want to come back? What was it that you changed, or
Where did we start?
besides all the stuff in your life, obviously settling down? Like, what was it?
I think for me, honestly, when Bean and Chisme was created, it wasn't created lightly. And so a lot of people don't know. My father passed away in June of 2017. And at the same time, I was losing La Brenza.
Oh
and
my God,
it
that was so
fall.
crazy. That was a crazy time.
It was insane. And it was fall of that year, fall of 2017, where I was like lacking creativity. There was nothing really happy in my life. I felt like everything was P&Ls and stress and, having to pay people, making payroll.
Woo.
And then Sam comes in and she asks, right, hey, we have this opportunity to maybe start this show. What do you think? And I think you thought I was going to say no. And I was just like,
she's not going to do it. There's no
oh
way.
my gosh. Yeah. And I was like, let's do it, because I needed something in my life at that point that made me happy. And Bean and Chisme did that. And so for me, Bean and Chisme has always felt like it's one of my babies. Like, we created this really beautiful thing. And like you said, it was two Latinas that we knew we had a voice and we knew we had things we wanted to say. And then just the growth of everything. So one, I missed it. Two, just the connection with the community too. I think I highly missed also just the people. San Antonio is such a loyal city.
Yeah.
And I remember I would be out even throughout these 2 years that I haven't been present, and I'd always hear, "Oh my God, you're the girl from Bean and Chisme."
Dude, you always get recognized.
It's the glasses, I'm telling you. It's the glasses.
You're not gonna leave her recognize me in HEB. I'm all, nobody talks to me in HEB.
So funny.
Come talk to me.
But yeah, so the people, it's the baby, and then truthfully, girl, you and I think that there's something to what we do, and we've found this formula. And when we first started working together, even way before Bean and Chisme, people told us all the time, y'all need to do something together.
Yeah, like, y'all are hilarious.
Something.
I think we just have that sisterly bond.
Yes.
And I think it's important for a friendship, that honesty, for any relationship. And the fact that she came to me apologizing, very humble, and and I apologize too for, I'm not perfect. Oh. And y'all have to also remember, this had never been done before.
No, yeah.
We didn't know anything. There was no TikTok.
We made a lot of mistakes.
We failed forward, and it was like, well, how was I supposed to know this? And how did I, so it's almost like a marriage.
Yeah.
And so forgiveness, I'm a big forgiveness person, and I move on, and thank God, because I need grace too. So, I mean, it worked out. So I'm glad. I'm glad you're glad.
Mija. But speaking of, so it's crazy because, like you said, it's been 6 years.
And the sketches. Oh my God.
The sketches.
Bruh.
What was our first sketch? Our first sketch was...
speaking of sketches.
It's my favorite.
Okay, so real quick, if you're new here, we write comedy sketches, and we were hood rats. It's a long story, and you'll have to go back a few episodes to find out why. But we had characters, Little Chismosa
and Little Frijolita.
And that is how we started writing sketches, was just improving, and the characters we made were from West Side San Antonio. I think they're from the West Side.
Yeah.
A lot of people are from the, no, they're from the West Side.
West Side. Puro hueso.
And they like hood rat snacks. And that was the basis of the first film sketch we ever did. And I would love to play that for everybody right now to give them a little taste of that throwback, Bean and Chisme.
Yep, check it out.
He had told me that he was getting out of the pinta, and I was like, don't lie. The higher the arch, the closer to Jesus.
I'd like to get some hot Cheetos with some extra cheese, please.
We gotta go pick up the plates from my uncle's place sale because my tia passed away and we don't have insurance.
Another place sale.
And then I'm gonna get a cucumber hill, but I want the cucumber with the lucas and the chamoy with the green and the red chamoy, and I want with the pickles on the top. Extra pickles, please.
Oh my God, hi! I lost my chocolate.
Family started fighting because they didn't know what happened to his check.
And
we all wanted his check, but that's up because he owed me money. And so that's messed up. He's got to. You got the money?
You got the money?
I got the money.
You pay them, girl.
You pay it. Anybody got money? Where you going? Hey, stupid, where you going?
Oh, did she touch it to you?
Oh, hell no,
Oh,
she didn't.
shit.
There's two things in life you don't mess with. Jesus and Selena.
Welcome back, guys. I hope you liked that was the very first sketch we
Our
ever
very
did.
first one.
And then we did the Hood Rats at Fiesta.
Yeah.
And that's when I think people didn't care about that first sketch, by the way.
Yeah.
They care about the Hood Rats at Fiesta.
We had
you
a
could
lot
relate
of
to that.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with that first one though.
Yeah.
Because even us, I don't even think my eyebrows were like fully like the thing. They were kind of like half hood rat.
We didn't know. We just developed them over time. And I will say, honestly, like I didn't know what I was doing. You didn't know. All we would do is just put ideas together, and lo and behold, now we're full blown sketch writers, like actually writing for comedy, which is a whole thing that I would have never imagined. So I'm very blessed that we just kept going with it, you know. So it's awesome to make people laugh. Like one of the best feelings of the world is when we're out and somebody says, "Man, I was in the hospital bed and I watched all your videos and you made me laugh." Like.
And we get messages from them all the time too, from people. Which
That's why we do it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and one of my favorites. So, like Sam said, like everything that we've done with Bean and Chisme, we've come up with. It's just all our ideas. Like, well, what should we do for this, and what should we do for that? And one of my favorite segments that we created, and we did it on our first show ever, was "Please stop,
please
por
stop. Favor,
por favor, para." It's so funny.
Oh
is our please stop, because this was our way, remember, of calling out y'all's behavior.
Yes.
Shit that people do that we're like, why are you doing that?
Why?
Like I remember one of the ones on our first show that we called out were the girls. And again, I'm all about girls taking selfies, showing your little cute boobies. Do it. But when they do it and like put like the God quote on it, I'm like, girl, just own your boobs.
Jesus loves my boobies, and I want you to love them too.
Yeah, it's like, just own it, right? So please stop, just own your titties. But so it's fun. Or please stop waiting in line for the Selena bag but not voting, you know.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's just a way for us to keep it real. But honestly, it's because we say it in our head.
Yes.
So, I have
What are some of your favorites? Oh, you want to do the video first? I can't with this.
Let me start with that.
I can't.
I have a video that I saw on Instagram. Some of my friends, I had to like immediately send it to them. So go ahead and play that right now.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna go natural. I might just do a little bit of lip liner and take off. Hold on. It's for all my haters.
What's her name? Okay. Girl, why? Like, why? There's two questions. And on my stories, I put, there's a lot to unpack here.
Oh, yeah.
Vanessa, you could probably help her with the therapy, breaking it down. So can you please stop? Women, this is for women. Girl, I'm gonna call you out. Yeah. This is expected of a man, but let's at least have some sort of conservacy. I
don't even know. Word? Yeah, just don't openly fart in your video.
I don't know. Like, it just makes me so uncomfortable. And I'm all, girl, again, I'm like her, all about like, yes, live your life, girl.
Totally.
There's something about like me not knowing about poop and fart from a girl.
That you're okay. Yeah.
Do you fart in front of your boyfriend?
No, I don't.
Do you poop? Like, are you like, hey, talking to him on the toilet?
No, I don't do that either.
See, but there's girls who are like, ah! And I'm like, no, leave a little bit of mystery, girl. Please stop. And then, okay, I'm not one to be like, ew, look at her, but the eyebrows.
No, honestly, when I saw that video, First of all, I hope everyone saw it. And if you're just tuning in and you missed the video we just played, it's this girl doing her makeup, and then she just she farts, and it's a real fart.
Well, this is for my haters,
and it's a real fart. It's like,
that's
it's
a pedo.
real.
It's not a fart. That's a pedo.
But there is I don't know. I would have to get paid a lot of money to do something like that. I know.
It's 2023. I'm sorry, 2024, mija.
Oh, yeah, see.
If you have the eyebrows that are already like the thing and the thing, call me.
Yes.
Go to my DM and I will send you to the best eyebrow peoples in town. Anyway, what else do we have for Please Stop?
Okay, we have a lot of them here. And some of them are silly, right? So one thing that I don't like, if I go into a restaurant, and especially if you have to like order at the counter, and if there's a line, please stop not being ready when you're finally at the front to order. Like, I'm like, fool, you had like 3 people in front of you, and then you get up there and you're like,
I may have been that person once.
Let me think. What do I want? Like, oh my God, you had all this time to order. So for me, I don't like when people
Please
It
stop.
drives me nuts when they don't grab a menu or they don't anything to like, hey, let's effectively move this line along. I got places to be.
Be prepared in the
Yes.
line. Okay,
Yes,
pues
we're doing
¿qué
a
más?
new option. What
Oh,
else do
there's
we
so
have?
many.
This one, the gym equipment.
Gym equipment. Oh my gosh.
This is a bad one.
That's a bad one. Wipe it down
Wipe
before you go on to the next machine. Like, I see your nalga juice on the seat, and I'm like, you're gonna clean that up, right? Like, I'm looking at them, eye contact, like, you gonna clean this up,
And they
please.
don't.
And they'll walk away,
And
and
they'll
I'm
just
like,
walk away.
so you want me to sit in your nalga juice, and now I gotta put my nalga juice on
No.
the juice of the juices. Please stop doing that.
It's not okay. And not only, so funny enough too, I live, where the apartments where I live at, we're supposed to like pick up our dog poop. And we always pick up our dog poop.
Okay.
And there's so many people that don't do it. I'm like, dude, pick up your dog shit. Like, we're all doing it. Be a part of the collective. Like, please stop leaving your dog shit everywhere. It's totally inconsiderate. Okay, sorry, I had to throw that one.
But that's okay.
What else? What else do we have? Let's see. Posting vague social media updates.
Oh my gosh, I hate that.
That one bothers me.
Going through some things. Or wait,
Yeah.
no, because that's telling. Like, give me an
Sometimes
example.
They won't even do it. They'll just say going through something. Then they'll tell you, don't ask me anything, but please pray for me. I'm like, well, how do I know what to pray for? I need to be specific. I need something specific here. But to me, just those. And here's the thing: if you do it once or twice, fine. But people have noticed it's usually the same people.
Yeah, they like
who do it
attention.
over. Yes, attention seekers. It's
Yeah.
like, what is it? What do you need prayer for? And again, I'm
Yeah.
not saying everyone needs to empty out their business, but for me, it really bothers me because I'll just see the same person. Oh, here she goes again.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention any names. Well, then why are you on here? Mention that name.
No, but you know what? I'm more
just don't
like I'm a chismosa through and through. If you're gonna tell me a part of the story, I need to know the whole story.
The whole
If he
story.
cheated, when he cheated, who he cheat with, why did he cheat? So many questions. Don't do that to me. Guys do it too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Or I'm
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
come on, please tell me. If you're going to spill the tea all the way, homie. Or at least give us the update.
Yes, for sure. Let's see. So yes, y'all drop below things that y'all want people to please stop doing. I'm trying to think of
Yeah,
anything
no.
else. I
And
mean,
of course, if you're tuning in, thank you for joining us. We're so excited you're here. And we have giveaways.
we do.
And I also want to give a shout out to David Umflett and his niece. And please forgive me for not remembering her Instagram at this moment. But these cups are amazing. Do y'all like them?
Check these out.
Do y'all
Bean
like
and
these
Chisme.
cups? Let us know what you think. Oh, by the way, they're on our website. We'll drop the link below, and you can order your own Bean and Chisme cup today.
That's right.
Because, you know, Stanley doesn't have anything. Like, I've tested the market, and these keep your ice cold for 6 days
Yeah,
instead of 5 days.
that's right.
So we technically beat Stanley. So yeah, if y'all gonna go crazy for a company that has billions of dollars that you don't even know, then you can support 2 local Latinas trying to make you laugh.
There you
Bring
go.
some sunshine into this world, people. So go to the website, beanandchisme.net/shop. And this one is also in teal.
Mira
And
qué
I'm
bonito.
so excited.
That's pretty. I love it. I love our little
So
logos.
thank you, David. Love you
Yes.
for giving these. He gave me this one, and I just had this one.
Yeah, no, I love it. Thank you. And then, yes, like Sam said, one thing that we're not going to stop doing is having badass merch. And we're not going to stop doing giveaways. You check it
Yes.
out.
Thank you to Whataburger.
Yes, thank you to Whataburger. We've got one,
You say water?
two. Whataburger. I don't know what I say right now because I'm all put.
There's no wrong.
I can't breathe, guys. In case you noticed.
There's no wrong way. I'm not judging.
Whataburger.
I grew up saying Whataburger, but I
Whataburger.
changed.
What do you say? Whata?
I say Whata because
Whataburger. So we have 6 tickets for Whataburger. What else do we have? When are we gonna do some?
But what is it?
Okay. So Sam may not know this.
No, but what is the Whataburger ticket?
Oh, be our guest and enjoy 1 free Whataburger, and you don't have to purchase anything.
Oh, the burger.
Yeah. So you know how
Ah.
some places it's
I
like,
might need one after the show because I'm starving.
you know how some places are like, oh, come enjoy like a Whataburger, but you have to buy a drink. You ain't gotta buy shit with this. You can
See?
just go be like, give me my
Yeah,
burger.
don't do that buy one get one to me. Please stop doing the buy one get one because I just want to walk in and get something for free.
Yes. Now, I'm pretty sure y'all want to know, how do we win these tickets?
Okay.
So, a couple of things before we get into this. You know what I just heard?
What?
Gypsy Rose Blanchard is in studio.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Well, you're lying. Like
Not
the
joking.
Gypsy Rose?
not joking.
Like the
Unless
one that
producers are
killed
lying
her
to
mom
me.
or had her boyfriend kill the mom and she spent so many years in jail. Now she's out free.
I literally just started sweating. Apparently, she's here. So, we're going to interview her here shortly.
I am going to die if I get to meet her.
I know. Well, you get to meet her, but I get to interview her.
That's
Yes,
not fair.
we did that coin toss and I
Oh.
won. So I get to be the one to
Okay,
interview.
fine,
But
fine,
before
fine. I
that-
can't wait.
Before that, so what I love about this episode or about this premiere is that we get to kind of showcase our favorite things. And Sam may not know this, but one of my favorite skits that Bean and Chisme has ever done was the Chihuahua King.
Bro.
Right? The Chihuahua
But
King,
nobody,
right?
it's like I did this sketch and I felt like it was a piece of art and nobody cared at the time.
It's so good for so many reasons. One,
the
if you're
Chihuahua King.
Yes, the Chihuahua King. One, if you're a dog lover, you're just gonna love it. And then you want to give it a little bit of history or preference of what the Chihuahua King was supposed to be.
Yes. So the Chihuahua King is a play on the Tiger King. And I created this character. What was his name? Joe.
Oh my gosh.
Joe Exotic.
That was
that was his whatever.
the real guy's name.
My character is Josue Exotico. And I just found out that I actually made an Instagram page years ago under Josue Exotico. So if you look it up on Instagram right now,
that is so
I'll probably drop
funny.
the link later. There's a whole Instagram for this character that I made and nobody cared.
When I saw it, I was laughing so hard. So here's the deal, okay? In order to win 6
Are there 6 winners?
Yeah. No, we're going to do one person. So
One
one
person
person
wins
is going to
6?
get a family 6
Can they win 5 so I can have one?
Okay. I'll get you another one. So one person gets to win a family 6-pack plus some merch, and this is how you win. We are going to roll a Chihuahua King, and you have to count how many perritos, how many dogs are in the Chihuahua King. The first person to drop how many Chihuahuas are in there will win the Whataburger tickets and the Bean and Chisme merch.
Shout out to Big Daddy's Eats and Treats for letting me use his house and his chihuahuas.
That's his house and his chihuahuas?
In this magical video you're about to see.
Oh my God.
My name is Josue Exotico. I've been raising chihuahuas my whole life. I'm an expert in raising chihuahuas. My first chihuahua was given to me at the age of 12. His name was Chico. He was my beloved chihuahua. Would you please stop it?
Hi, I'm Caro Canasta with Save the Chihuahua Sanctuary. Josue is a liar, a cheating, money taker.
I seen some before, man, with these motherfuckers crazy.
Well, when I landed Taco Bell for Chico, that was a game changer. He was on all the billboards, all the radio stations, and all the movies.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
That was Chico. And Chico rose to fame very quickly overnight. He was on all the billboards, and all the radio stations, and all the commercials. We made so much money, our lives changed forever. And then one day, I don't know, I think it's too hard to talk about it. Chico disappeared out of nowhere.
I don't know, man. Rumor has it, she has that dog locked up somewhere in her house. I wouldn't doubt it if that put him in a taco and ate him.
I know that Carol Canasta has my puppy.
One goes against the other. They're always fighting with each other. They're always trying to one-up each other. It just never ends.
'Cause I love my dog, Chico. Where can you be? Where can you be? Oh, Chico. What?
We saw Chico.
What?
He's with Canasta.
What? Are you serious? Carol, I know you have my dog.
Yes, I don't. And a Chico. I don't need a Chico. I got Pico. De Gallo. I mean, all my Chihuahuas are all females. Why would I need a male?
Swear to God, if I ever see my dog here, I'm gonna come and get you, Carol. My name is Josue Exotico, and I am the Chihuahua King.
So yeah, that was one of my absolute favorite things that Sam has ever done. So right now, I'm so excited because anyone who knows me knows that I am a massive crime junkie. Like I love watching all kind of crime shows. I listen to crime podcasts. When I heard about Gypsy Rose Blanchard, I watched The Act on Hulu. Some of you may not know or may not be familiar with the name Gypsy Rose, but Gypsy Rose conspired with her boyfriend to kill her mom. Her mom was actually making her sick for a long time during her life, and I believe she was like 17 or 18 years old when she finally decided, like, I've had enough. She met a boy online, and this boy came over to her house and killed her mom. And so Gypsy Rose has been in prison, and she was recently let out of prison. So when this happened, we knew Bean and Chisme was coming back. We knew that we were going to have like this show. We knew we wanted to interview someone big for this show. I even reached out to Rob Schneider because I know he's coming to San Antonio to be on the show, and he told us no. But somehow Gypsy Rose told us yes. Sam is talking to her right now. She's like super excited, like getting pictures with her. And I can't believe that I get to be the one to interview her. I have a set of questions here that we have that I'll be asking. And yeah, I just hope that this goes really well. And before she comes on, though, we do have a winner for our Whataburger tickets. The winner is Mr. P. Escobar with 9 perritos, 9 dogs. Good job, sir. You'll be the winner of our Whataburger tickets and also our Bean and Chisme merch. If you can do me a favor and email us at beanandchisme@gmail.com. All right, congratulations, Mr. B. Escobar. Again, email us and we'll get you set up to pick up your tickets at beanandchisme@gmail.com. Oh my God, I'm starting to sweat. I need to clean my glasses. I think Gypsy is coming into the studio. All right.
Hi,
Miss
guys.
Gypsy.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Gypsy. Oh my
I'm
God.
Gypsy Rose. What the hell is happening here?
So, that's your mic. You can just leave it next to
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you guys for having me. Hi, I'm Gypsy.
So first of all, I'm a major fan, and you probably hear that from like everyone,
Oh
right?
my God, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here in San Antonio, Texas.
So tell me, what are you doing here in San Antonio of all places?
Well, I got invited by a bunch of people that said I have to come try the tacos and the barbacoa in Big Red, and it like blew my mind, especially the Big Red. It was like fire!
That's so good. Right? Have you never had Big Red before?
Never in my life. It like blew my mind. Big Red. Like I don't have much teeth left that are mine, but that shit's real. Like I love it, and I'm really glad that I can have some of that Big Red stuff that you guys like here.
Yeah. So do you know how many Cokes or like sweets that you've eaten in your lifetime? Because you weren't allowed to have sweets for so long.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of sweets ever since like I was a little girl. I had to, like hide it from my mom and stuff. But like I came down for the hood rat snacks in San Antonio, and like the chamoy bombs are amazing, and I just love all the hood rat snacks you guys have here. But I've had a lot of sugar.
Have you had hot Cheetos?
Oh my God, yes! I didn't know that you guys put like cheese on top of your hot Cheetos.
We put cheese on everything
And it was like
here.
fire!
Everything
It was
is fire.
so good.
I love it. So, what blew my mind, Gypsy, is that you, while you were in prison, managed to find a man and get married.
Yes,
Look
girl.
at you.
Yes, girl. Yes, queen.
Tell me about that. How that happened. Did you get letters? Or I heard a story, but I don't know if it's rumors or not.
Well, we met online when I was in prison, and prison for me was really like a vacation from my real life because it was like Disney World compared to the prison that I was in my whole life.
Imagine.
So I learned how to do my hair, and I learned how to do makeup, and I just learned how to be a bad bitch.
And you are. I
Thank
gotta
you.
tell you. I see you on The View, which is like one of my favorite shows. What has it been like doing all this media?
Being famous is like really nice because everybody's really nice to me, and I get a lot of stuff. And I just want to give a shout out to Skechers for really hooking me up with some great shoes. And I just love being like a bad bitch, and everything is fire.
Oh my gosh, I need Skechers to hook me up with shoes.
Yeah.
How did you get that? That's crazy.
And guess what? My new boyfriend, we got married, and the D is fire.
Oh my gosh. I can only, because there was no D in prison.
Not the real kind.
You had other kinds. Substitute D. That's so funny. Well, Gypsy, let me ask you, do you have like any mantras or like meditative things that you do? Or do you still sing? Like what's your thing?
Yeah, like when I'm really stressed out, I like to sing songs because when I was little, I like to hold little dolls too because it helps me with my anxiety. But I also like to sing songs. I sing with my mom.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, do you mind singing for us?
Sure.
Before you do, though, I have something very special for you. I brought you this unicorn. By the way, this is mine, and I've had him for years, and I'm gifting it to you.
You're so much.
You're
Thank you for having me.
You're
Everything here is like fire. Seriously, I love San Antonio.
I know, well, San Antonio is so worth living. But do you mind singing?
You and I must make a pact. We must bring salvation back. Just call my name, and I'll be there. I'll be there.
Oh,
yeah. See,
you are
like I
so
should
good.
I'm coming out with a book. I'm coming out with a movie. I'm gonna drop a hot album, you guys. Like I'm gonna tear these up because I'm a bad bee now. So like, please check me out on all of my platforms.
Yes, and will you, once you have your book, I need a copy of your book, and will you sign it for me?
Of course, you'll get like a totally perfect VIP fire autograph book from me.
I can't wait. Well, okay, now one last thing, Gypsy. Did you learn any like cool dances or cool moves?
Well, I learned how to do the twerk thing.
Oh, that thing.
Yes, so we can.
We can twerk like this? Is
Yeah.
that your favorite thing to do? Is twerk?
Yeah, because it gets all the guys.
It does get all
You
the
can
guys.
get D-fire
D-fire.
like me.
By doing.
Mm.
It's like the Tina on Bob's Burgers in
Yes,
a way.
exactly what it is.
Well, Gypsy, thank you so much for being
Thanks for
here on
having me.
Bean and Chisme. I'm so excited.
When is
This
your
has
next
been great.
episode?
Our next episode is February 7th at 7 p.m. right here live on Bean and Chisme.
Okay, well, thanks guys for having me. My name is Gypsy. Thank you guys. Like, I can't wait to try your fire hot Cheetos. with
Oh, yeah.
cheese.
We're going to get you a whole bunch of stuff to try, Gypsy. Thank you
Thank
for being
you.
here. You're going to hang around after, right?
Yeah.
Come show with us?
Yeah.
Let's dance it
Yes,
out.
please.
Woo! We'll see you guys February 7th, 7 p.m. right here on the Bean and Chisme Show. Gypsy Rose Blanchard! You and I must make a pact. We must bring salvation back.
You gotta put your back into it.
Where there is love,
Do the body roll.
I'll be there. Am I doing it? Bye.